Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to do a video featuring this beauty right here. This is the Chase Your Dreams palette from Sydney Grace. This was one of the palettes that you could get for free if you spent a certain amount during their Christmas and July sale. I got both of the free palettes, but I thought I'd use this one today because it has this beautiful gold shade and it kind of reminded me of the color I'm wearing on my dress. But this is one of those palettes that I normally wouldn't have purchased on my own. You can get it for $33 and I think it's out of stock when they restock it because it has a lot of deeper, more burgundy tones. But I realized recently that I really do like these richer, deeper tones on my eyes. So we're going to use them today. So thank you for watching and thank you for being subscribed. And I'm just going to grab my favorite brush. I need to clean them. This is my Sonia G Worker Pro. And I'm going to start with this shade right here. This is called Be Bold. It's a matte shade. And I'm going to take the kitty cat hair off of it, and then I'm just going to tap it off and start by putting this in my crease. I'm trying to move solidly outside of my neutral comfort zone. And there's some beautiful neutrals in here, but I do want to use some of the more purpley tones and maybe that gold and just really have some fun with an eye look that I normally wouldn't do. I love how well these blend. It's like my favorite thing about the Sydney Grace shades, especially the mattes. Like all of them are just gorge. I like how I can get a lighter wash in here by, placing the majority of the color out here and more intensity here and then just continuing to buff. And the more you buff, the more it kind of just disperses. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to take this center shade here. This one's called You Can. It's a little bit more intense. And I'm just going to tap it right over the outside edge here. Very warm and terracotta-y. Oh. I forgot to take the mirror cover off. It's working just fine, but it's so much clearer now. I'm going to take just a hair of this kind of charcoaly shade called Enjoy the Journey. Just a little bit of it and just kind of right over the outside lower corner. Because I want a little bit of intensity and smoke here, but not a lot. Then I'm going to take the excess off my brush. I'm using my color switch. And then I'm just going to carefully buff this out right on the edge. I'm trying to decide if I want to use this more warm purple or this cooler purple here. I think I'm going to go for the warmer one. This one's called, ooh, look at that. Don't Quit. Let me swatch them both because I think I'm going to go this route here. I'm excited. And I'm just going to tap this over some of the gray and towards the middle center of the lid. And then I'm going to stick a little bit of this golden shade called The Dream just right here in the inside most. Just tap over to blend. This is very much a sunset sort of eye. I never thought I would want to do something like this. I'm definitely out of my comfort zone. But I'm playing, and that's the best part. I'm going to pick up some of that first shade called Be Bold. And I'm just going to run it right underneath my eye. I need a softer brush so it's not quite so intense. What's interesting is I'm noticing as I'm using these warmer tones on my eyes that I'm seeing more of the golden flecks and even a little bit of kind of a hazily green in areas. And I've always just thought of my eyes as like a brown or a slightly warmish brown. Lighter warmish brown, and these colors are bringing out a different appearance to my eyes that I had never noticed before. That's kind of fun. I'm going to take this shade here. This is called Aspire. It's kind of a, I don't know, a pinky bronze shade. I'm going to go into that charcoal shade again. It's called Enjoy the Journey. And I'm just going to mix a little bit of this right here on the outer edge and then blend it into, hopefully, Oblivion. I'm going to pick up more of that gold shade called The Dream and just kind of drag it down onto the beginnings of my lower lash line to kind of connect the upper and lower portion of my lash line into a nice little V right in through here. I'm I'm gonna curl my lashes and put on some mascara and liner, and I'll be right back. So here's the finished look. It definitely is very much a warm, sunsetty vibe to the eye. Don't look at the eyeliner too close. I normally don't wear winged liner, but this was such a bold eye look. It's like, you know, let's throw on some winged liner. Then I was like, wait, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's been more than a year since I've worn liquid liner. But I got it on today. They're not equal. They're not perfect. They're much bolder than I normally wear, but we're going with it. I will tell you, I would probably not have, looking at this palette, said that's the one for me. But in trying it on, I really do like it. I like that it pushes me outside of my comfort zone, but I still feel like I know what I'm doing. Let's do some swatches. So here you go. This is the first row, the second row, the third row. They're super pigmented. The only color that I felt didn't wear as well, it doesn't look as good in a swatch as it does in the pan, is this one here. This one's called Don't Quit. And it's this one right here. And I feel like it has just a little bit more shimmer and a little bit more. It was also, it needed a couple of swipes to build it up. And I noticed that as well on the eyes. But I feel like the rest of them are really pretty. I feel like it's a really great palette and a really great value. If you tend to like a sunset look, I do like this 9-pan layout so much better because I don't feel like overwhelmed. Like the Natasha Denona Sunset and Sunrise palette, those would have been too many shades for me. I know that there was kind of a sunsetty themed one from Huda Beauty. I don't think they're still making that one, but those larger palettes are overwhelming. I think this is the perfect size for me to still give me this really fun sunset looking eye. But they're gorgeous, gorgeous. If you're curious, this is $33 if you wanted to pick it up on the Sydney Grace website. I don't know if they still have this in stock, but it's one of the promotions they had during their Christmas and July sale. This was free with the purchase of $55 or more, so I got $55 singles, and this came free. I did happen to pick up their other new palette for this. This is called their Summer Days. We'll do a video with this. Sadly, 2 of my shades arrived broken, so I emailed them yesterday and they're like, no problem, we'll send those 2 shades right out. And I was like, oh, because I don't need a whole palette. The other thing that I realized yesterday, how I knew it was broken, was that how I know these pans are magnetic is that this pan right here actually had fallen out, and when I went to put it back, like, oh, it came unglued. It's not glue, it's magnets on the back of this. So it'd be really easy to swap out just the shades that aren't working for me. But do a video with this later. So thanks for watching today. I would love to know if this kind of more warm toned with some purples, like that sunset sort of eye, is something that you do regularly. Is this like a look that you're like, got it down, got it mastered, no problems? If this palette is one that you're like, ooh, that's intriguing, let me know in the comments down below. This is definitely the type of color combination that has pushed me right to the edge of my comfort zone and nudged me over just a little bit, but I do think it's beautiful and I'm gonna have fun wearing it today, and I can see myself reaching for this palette again and really enjoying it. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.